Your soul urge number is your inner self, and it shows what you truly desire at a soul level. It also reveals who you were in a previous lifetime and what happened to you in your previous lifetime. And if you happen to have a soul urge number 3, most likely in a previous lifetime, your childhood was stripped from you, or you could have died at a very early age. And so you're going to come into this world with a very childlike type of spirit, and your deepest desire is going to be happiness. And the only thing that's going to make a 3 happy is by using your creativity to express yourself. Because number 3 represents the child in numerology, and it's also ruled by the planet Jupiter. And Jupiter represents the higher mind. And your higher mind is your imagination. And so you're going to have a very strong imagination. You're going to be playful. You're going to be very childlike. And no matter how old you get in age, this inner child is always going to want stimulation. And so I don't know if this is maybe watching kid shows or watching animated movies or spending time with your kids, or if this means pursuing a career where you're able to use your creativity or express yourself in an artistic way, or if this means starting a fashion brand. This could be being a professional athlete. But overall, as a solar urge number 3, your deepest desire is to experience joy, and it's to be happy. This is a number that likes to play and that likes to express their imagination. But if your creativity is suppressed or if it's restricted, you may start daydreaming or fantasizing, and your daydream can cause you to really live an unpractical life and an unproductive life. And so your creativity needs application. And the only thing that's going to make you happy is keeping your inner child alive and being able to express yourself. And so if you're in a career where you're not really allowed to express yourself, you're not really allowed to be creative, you're still going to need an outlet for your imagination and an outlet for your creativity. And so this could mean when you're not working, pick up a hobby. But I don't care how busy you are and how stressed out you could be or how difficult your life is. As a solar urge number 3, the only thing that's going to keep you fulfilled is being able to make others happy and being able to express yourself. And this is why some of the greatest entertainers and greatest comedians and some of the most famous people and some of the most famous celebrities are all 3s. And this because threes like to express themselves. They like to shine. They like to make others happy. And so 3s, they know how to uplift other people's spirits, you know? But it's still a child. And so 3s they don't really like to deal with their deeper emotions. A lot of 3s they'll spend their entire lives running from their deeper feelings. Because this is one thing that they really struggle with, solar 3s. And people with strong 3 energy. A lot of them run away from their deeper feelings, and they will just stay on the surface level and just chase distractions or just live in fantasies, or they live in their imagination to get away from their feelings. And so that is one thing that you need to watch out for. And as a 3, you guys are very creative. And so you can choose an artistic way to express your emotions. Three is a very masculine number. And so even the women 3, they don't really like showing sadness or like showing like lower vibrations. 3s don't like to show they don't like to be party poopers. They want to be happy all the time. They like to feel lighthearted and detached all the time. They're very playful, and they like to be on the superficial side. They don't really like deep, complex emotions. 3s don't really like stuff like that. And so the only thing that's going to keep you energetically balanced is finding an outlet for these emotions. And so figure out a way to channel your emotions into your creativity. This could mean you painting when you're feeling moody, or when you're going through a sad moment in your life, or when you're being really sad. This could mean you taking your emotions and channeling it into basically take your emotions and channel them to some artistic form of expression, and it will add more depth to your artistic expression, and it'll have even more powerful effect on the people that it touches. But overall, as a solar urge number 3, you're going to have to keep your inner child alive. Whatever you choose to do to nurture that inner child, only you know what that it is, but you can't ignore that. You're always going to want to stay pure. You have a childlike spirit, and so I don't care how serious your life may get, you have to keep that thing alive, because that's the only thing that's going to make you happy. And another thing is that because 3 is part of the heavenly triad is 3, 6, and 9. Threes like to serve. Nines like to serve. Sixes like to serve. All three of these energies, they like to give people something. And for the three, it's joy, it's happiness. They like to expand what's on the inside of them. And so, if you're a Soul Urge 3, like, get out of the house, socialize. 3 is a very social number. Even if you're a nervous or a shy person, get over that shit. Because if you let if you let your shyness like control you, it'll stop you from being happy because you like to be able to help like make people's days better. 3, 6s, and 9s, they love service. And so find a way to use your creativity for service. And this will keep you fulfilled, and this will keep your heart happy. But that's all I have for today on Soul Urge number 3s. And to learn more about my numerology teachings, you can just book a reading with me, or you can read my book, Supreme Mathematics. The link to both of those is in my profile bio. And if you can't find the link, just DM me. But have a great rest of your day, guys.